Hi guys, this is Ria Morales from heroestraining.com, and I want to answer a very common question that people ask me at the end of class, and it is, why does my neck hurt when I do crunches? And that they're not feeling the crunches in their abs, they're actually feeling it more in their neck. And the number one reason for that is because they're not doing the crunches properly. Crunches are actually something you really need to learn how to do right. So if you're taking a class that's going really fast, the assumption is you already know how to crunch. Let's do it quickly. But if you have no core strength, maybe you just had a baby or you've just never really had much strength in your abdominals, I kind of need to take you aside and show you how to crunch properly so that you feel it in your abdominals and not in your neck. So I'm going to try to show you how to do that now in this video. So before you even get on the floor, just stand up here and just be aware of where your abdominals are. They're right here, okay? When you're crunching, you're basically doing this lying down. You're doing this. You're crunching. But if you're not crunching here, here's what happens. If you don't have core strength, you're going to do this. I'm crunching. That's all neck and shoulder, right? So if you can't engage this properly, you're just going to move your neck up and down. So the first thing I want you to do is to connect with this midsection here. If you've got really weak abdominals, what happens is these muscles that hold you in, they get very, very loose and they start to fall back. And you stand like this and you get what's called an anterior pelvic tilt. This is also common in women that wear high heels all the time because lifting your heels up forces your hips to go forward, and it can cause a lot of hip pain and lead to lower back pain. Okay, so this is me completely just having no strength in my abs. You want to do the opposite. So the first thing you want to do is, see, these are my hips. I'm going to take the front of my hips and I'm going to try to tilt them up. I'm not trying to tilt them forward, okay? It's very subtle. This is not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take the back of my hips, tilt it down. So the back of my hips goes down as the front of my hips go up. Up. Okay, so that's what they call a pelvic tilt. When you're here, you have an anterior pelvic tilt. It will cause a lot of back pain eventually, okay? So you want to start learning how to tuck the hips under and lift the front of the hips up. In order to do that, I have to tighten my stomach. These muscles tighten. That's what causes the abdominal workout. Okay, so tilt the hips up. Tilt the hips up. Just from doing that, you see my abs flatten out. When I'm not doing this, I look like I'm pregnant. Okay, so that's what you got to do. So make sure, look at yourself sideways in the mirror and make sure that you're not sticking your belly out. You are tucking it in. You're taking your hips under, not forward. This gets misinterpreted, and then you throw out your back doing this. Tuck your hips up and in. Okay, good. So work on that. Now you can do this in a crunch position. The reason why we do this on the floor is now you have gravity pushing on your abs, so you have to work them out even harder. So you want to relax your neck completely, okay? Your head should be melted into the mat. Your shoulders are melted into the mat. Watch my hips. I'm going to tuck in and squeeze. That's all you're going to do right now. Don't worry about bringing your head off the floor. Relax your neck completely. Tuck your tailbone under and squeeze. Pretend you're trying to put on a tight pair of pants. So after you tuck in your hips, suck your abs in like you're wearing the tightest pair of pants you possibly can. Breathe in as you relax. So as I breathe in, all the air goes in. And as I breathe out, I tuck in. If you have a hard time breathing, if you breathe in when you squeeze, you're a reverse breather. Watch my video on proper breathing, because that means you're probably not getting the right amount of oxygen in your body. You want to breathe in as the air goes into your body. You don't want to constrict that air. So when you relax, you're breathing in. When you breathe out, you tuck it all in. Right? Then, you relax your neck, okay? Tuck your tailbone in, squeeze your abs, then bring your head and shoulders off the floor. Okay, stay here. Now notice if you're pulling on your neck. Is your chin attached to your chest right now? If it is, you're pulling on your neck. Pretend there's a little ball between your chin and chest. Keep your elbows back, relax your neck. Tuck in, squeeze. Now, the idea now here is to get your shoulder blades off the floor. So I'm curling here in my abs and lift the chest up. It's not about lifting the neck up. It's about tucking in, getting the back of my shoulders off the floor. They may not go up. You might just have to work on squeezing here, depending on how tight you are. Relax your neck. So that's a proper crunch. Squeeze. Now, you got to breathe. If you don't breathe, you will hold your breath. You will get tense. You will get all red in the face and tense in the neck and shoulders, and you'll get a headache, right? Because you're not getting air. So you have to breathe. A lot of people, when they crunch, they hold their breath. They go, and then they wonder why they have a headache after. So slow it down and watch. You want to breathe in. Don't hold your breath. Breathe out as you crunch up. So you're going to breathe out. Breathe in as you go down. Breathe out as you go up. Okay? So first thing, if you're not feeling your abs and you're feeling your neck, first thing to work on is that pelvic tilt. That's all you got to work on. That's it. Right? If you can get the pelvic tilted and you can squeeze your abs, work on getting your shoulder blades off the floor. See if you can just hold it and squeeze your abs. Okay? And relax. Relax your neck. Exhale, crunch. Inhale down. If you find that you're shaking, that's good, right? That means you're working out those muscles that you were not working out before. You're really getting into your abdominals. So if you find that you're like up here and you're shaking, then that means that you're really squeezing in here. Yeah. So work on those things. And then again, if you feel tension in the neck, as this gets stronger, just keep working on that pelvic tilt. As this gets stronger, the tension in your neck will start going away, because a lot of times we tense, we lift our shoulders in order to compensate for a lack of core strength. So once the core starts getting stronger, the shoulders will start to relax, because we use our core in everyday life all the time. And if you're not strengthening the core, you're usually struggling and lifting from the shoulders. Okay? So let me know if you have any questions. You can leave questions in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye.